Listener discretion is advised.
That's just how many serial killers are in Washington.
My God.
Shit's real up here. And for the past 20 years, they've been finding feet in the Puget Sound.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Comedy. Today's featured episode is from Allegendly. I'm Greg, host and curator of Comedy. Every week, I find a funny episode you will love from an independent podcast creator. If you'd like to support my efforts of connecting listeners with independent comedy podcasters, please consider buying me a coffee. This show practically runs on coffee. Just go to buymeacoffee.com/indie drop-in. I'll put a link at the very bottom of the episode description. On Allegendly, hosts receive a random mystery topic and 5 related mystery facts. But the catch is that not all the facts are true. They must use deductive reasoning and comedic interpretations to hilariously sleuth out the real from the fake. If you like today's episode, make sure to check out the episode descriptions for links to subscribe. We're going to get this show started right after a quick word from our sponsors.
Begin.
Gregory bravely sacrificed himself to become the ship's rebel.
I think that's false.
Master Splinter's super totes mad. What? Yes! Yeah.
2 broomsticks at the same time.
Expecto Patronum. You'll never amount to anything.
Completely false.
If it was Andy's girthy candy, there's no way they'd ever change it.
So wait, is it goblins? Did I get it wrong?
Oh, this one's true.
I am chocolate. And the theme of today's podcast is...
Wait, are we still in the intro?
Hello and welcome back, listeners, to the Allegendly podcast, where we get a mystery topic coupled with some mystery facts, and it's our job to figure out which ones are real and which ones are fake. My name is Alex, and with us always is Joe.
Woo-ha!
Woo-ha! I like it. You brought the Busta back.
I brought the Busta. Luckily, he's way too broke to sue us, so I feel good. I feel okay.
Yeah. He ain't coming after us. We're good.
We could do this is how we get him on the show.
Yeah. Well, we get a proper woo-ha.
Yeah, we can get a real woo-ha. It's weird.
Yeah.
His life is lived in a fish islands. It's weird. Just like his music videos.
Hey, Joe, I'll say this from the bottom of my heart. You are my real woo-ha.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
That's
You're
the
welcome.
nicest thing someone said to me.
Yeah. Well, it's so true. It is so true. So let's just jump into this topic. So the topic of today's podcast is, Alaska.
Oh, that was a left turn.
No double entendre there. All right, dude. Well, let's fucking jump into it.
I like off the theme there. There's no way I would have ever guessed it.
Yeah. And what's nice is I'm sure we have whole ones of listeners out in Alaska. So I'm kind of interested to hear their take on it and see if we got anything wrong. If we're full of shit and there's no vampires in Alaska like we're suspecting, then let us know. All right, dude, let's do this. Fact number 1. There is 1 bear for every 63 humans in Alaska.
True. I'm just going to call it out.
There's a lot of space for bears.
There's not a lot of people in Alaska.
And there's also because grizzlies I know could get exceedingly territorial, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's 1 grizzly per 5 square miles or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't ride in clumps, so they're more spread out. But that's grizzlies. I don't know about black bears and the different varieties of bears if they're as aggressively territorial.
If there's 2 things I know about Alaska, it's cold, there's gold there, and then there's bears. That's about it. I've met in my life multiple people from Alaska, and they all have a bear story. They all have a moose story. They have a story about how fucking cold it is, and they know a crazy person who pans for gold. So it's all of them. It's every one of them.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? People that dream of the wilderness tend to want land out in Alaska, right? But every time I talk to somebody that's from Alaska, they're like, "Thank God I left."
It's rough. You get outside of cities, like cities are rough enough in Alaska because of weather, but like you
Mhm.
get outside, yeah, shit gets real quick.
Yeah, like anything to get to has to be like a plane. You have to basically be a pilot or know a pilot that's, reliable in order to help you.
Yeah, and I don't know how reliable those bush pilots are because they're also from Alaska.
Well, they're panning for gold. Is what they're doing.
This is just what they do when their gold hustle isn't working.
Yeah, like they didn't get this certain, gold quota that month. Okay, I guess I'll be a pilot.
Mm.
All right, well, let's see. I if you're saying true, I'm gonna go true. I feel like the writer's fucking with me, but you know what? Let's do this.
I'm doing a flex, and we'll see how this works.
Because if this is true, one bear for every fucking 63 humans. That sounds like fucking chaos.
What that boils down to is that bears could take over Alaska if they wanted to.
The Great Bear Revolution.
And saying that out loud sounds right.
It says humans too, so it's not one bear for every 63, hunters or something like that. People that are adept at no,
Right.
it's like 63 humans. That includes babies. That includes like actuaries. Like painters. Like people that are just like, I've seen a grizzly once. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then this bear just rolls up. I think it could take 63 humans. That are
Easy.
If it was
Easy.
63 hunters, then I think we'd win, right? But
You just wait. Once they start armoring like out of the fucking golden compass, we're fucked.
that's a whole different story. That happens, dude.
We'll just have to give them Alaska.
At that point, we just kind of like brokerage safe passage for the Americans that are currently there. We're like, hey, you let us go, we'll give you the. And then what happens, right? We wait 100 years, and then the bears become like actuaries, and then we can take it back over. Like the bears just get fat.
Yeah, then we got to get like one Marine like per 63 bears.
One Navy SEAL per 63 bears.
Well, I don't know. I've seen polar bears club some seals. I don't know. I don't know how that would work out.
This could all be shit for shit, and we're talking about the Great Bear Revolution, and there's nothing here. All right, let's see here. If the uprising is gonna happen, you're going true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going true too. Let's see it. 3, 2, 1, bam! Oh, it's false.
Damn it!
She was fucking with us.
It's actually one per every 12 people.
It's actually much higher. One bear for every 21 humans in Alaska.
Oh, I was just fucking around. I was actually kind of close.
Fucking A. Alaska has every species of North American bear. Black, brown, which includes grizzlies and Kodiaks, and polar bears. Due to climate change pressures causing different species to mingle that normally don't, you may also come across a rare beige hybrid model called a growler or pizzly bear, which is a polar grizzly bear.
The scariest fucking bear in the world.
It has to have magic powers.
It's the one.
Yeah.
It's the one prophesized.
According to Wikipedia, there have been 8 confirmed pizzly bears found in the wild. DNA tests revealed they are all descendants of the same female polar bear.
Wow, good on her.
Yeah, dude. She was like, we're doing this. We're starting a whole new fucking magical species. Boom. Pizzlies.
She had to leave her family because they were racist against grizzlies.
Yeah. Well, fucking A, dude. Pizzly bear or a growler?
Can you imagine a polar bear that, how polar bears blend into the Arctic? Now they blend into fucking Arizona housing.
I know. They're
Everything's beige.
just beige and tan, and they're just like in the walls, and they just kind of like they Rambo out of the beige wall. They open their eyes, and you're like, oh fuck, and it just dude. Well, fuck. Okay, well, one bear for every 21 humans. We're fucked.
The bear revolution has already started.
All we can do now is try to figure out commonalities, common ground. We'll feed them. We'll stay away from the salmon, if they stay away from our cities, which humans would suck at, of course. But,
We teach them to love smoked salmon. And because we have the power of fire, that's how we trade.
we get McConaughey up there with his. taco truck, and he's like, "Hey guys, let's smoke some trout."
Rawr. Rawr.
I named this one Texas because he's huge.
Everything's bigger in Texas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even our Pisleys are bigger.
Oh, he doesn't like it when it's muy caliente. Gotta give him some of that green verdes. Tone it down a bit.
Why don't you pull up a toboggan, come hang out with us for a little bit? Oh, fuck. Well, we're fucked. So that's what we know. Fact number 1 is Alaska is fucked if bears, like, decide to, like, wreck us.
I do enjoy that. Like, I went with the flex thinking it was, and like the reality was way crazier.
Yeah, it totally was. Well, that's what you get on Allegedly, right? You think that it's not gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. So if the Great Polar Bear Revolution ever does occur, you've heard it here first.
Right.
All right. Fact number 2. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. Fact number 2. You are less likely to fall victim to a serial killer in Alaska than any other state.
No, false.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like I was hearing a statistic that serial killers have gone down because of the age of the internet, right? Like you're just more likely to find, but Alaska's got all that wide open space.
Yeah.
So I would say you're more likely up there just because it'd be harder to track down bodies. That's a really morbid sentence, I said.
Yeah. Well, I think too, kidnappings is pretty high in Anchorage. I always thought kidnapping percentages were pretty high up in Anchorage because of whatever, right? So people get kidnapped or people get whisked away and then murdered. And it's spooky, but fucking Alaska, dude. Or eaten by a fucking bear. Maybe it's bears doing this. I don't know.
Right, yeah, like it's plausible. I mean, just statistically it'd have to happen.
I do think this is false though. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's actually more likely to happen up in Alaska. Right. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's fucking sad, but let's see. I am very curious about this. I want to jump right into it. I want to see it. So let's see. 3, 2, 1, bam. It is false. Yeah!
Yay, serial killers.
All right, here's what it says. According to the website worldpopulationreview.com, from a per capita standpoint, you are more likely to fall victim to a serial killer in Alaska than any other state. Almost twice as likely as California. This is largely due to the huge discrepancy in the total populations for the two states. California, by a huge margin, has the most serial killer victims overall, which is 1,628, almost as much as the next two states combined, Texas and Florida. But California also has the highest total number of people. While there have only been 51 serial killer victims in Alaska, the entire population is less than 750,000. The state of Washington has almost 3 times as many serial killer victims as Arizona. The state where you're the safest from the serial killers is Hawaii.
Yeah, it's hard to get off an island. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it just people are just happier there. You know what I mean? Like
people would love to kill you, but you're on island time.
Yeah.
They'll get to it later.
Like he checks his watch and he's like, God, you know what? I was going to find a victim today, but later. We'll figure it out. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to finish this mojito.
This mojito.
So, well, there you go. And I guess apparently Washington State has 3 times as many serial killer victims as Arizona. What are you guys doing up there?
Well, between Ted Bundy and the Green River Killer, that was a lot of dead people. They really put our numbers way too high.
Yeah, I don't think Arizona has anybody.
And thanks to this resurgence of all these weird people who love Ted Bundy for some fucking reason, I literally live where 5 victims in Seattle were killed.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I did not know that until people kept rehashing up his crime sprees.
So, like, what do they do? They just roll up and, like, huddle around a spot, and they're like, they took her here.
There was tours, but also, like, there's just been a ton of podcasts that, like, you know, and stuff, and TV shows that just go through his wildness. Like, he would just fucking snatch people out of broad daylight.
What if they rolled up to your apartment and they were like, hey, this is the Ted Bundy, like, side apartment he had.
I wouldn't be surprised. I you know, like, at Lake Sammamish, which isn't in Seattle, but, like, I've been there multiple times, and, like, he, at one Labor Day, he just, like, kidnapped 3 people and stuffed them in his trunk. And you're just like, oh, that was here? Oh, shit.
God.
It's really fucked up. And then, like, I used to live, like, right next to the Green River, where, like, the Green River Killer, that's where he got his name.
Do you want to talk about something, dude? You seem to be following a pattern of places to live.
There's just a lot of bodies in Washington.
Like, are you going to be, you know, oh, it turns out I was neighbors to, you know, John Wayne Gacy.
Hey, dude, like, you joke, our 7th grade bus driver drove the same truck as Gary Ridgway.
No.
And so he was pulled over multiple times as suspected for being the Green River Killer.
When did you talk?
That's when I was in trouble and I had to sit behind the driver for like 3 months.
So you just talked to him about it, and he's just like, so I drove this guy around.
Yeah. No, and then one of my friends, his dad worked at Kenworth and taught him how to spray paint trucks and was there when he got arrested.
You live a very rich life and have I don't.
That's just how many serial killers are in Washington.
My God.
Shit's real up here. And for like the past like 20 years, they've been finding feet in the Puget Sound. So
just feet?
Just feet.
I don't want to live in Washington anymore.
The prevailing theory is that people are being dumped into a river, and then they get to the Sound, and the crabs eat everything but the shoes. And so then it's just feet floating.
I'm terrified. Now, like, they're going to make, like, it feels like a documentary is about to be made, like, you know, Nameless Feet.
Honestly, there might be already probably a dozen like indie podcasts about it already.
Ready for this? Footprints in the Sound.
Oh,
that's just, there you go.
My Favorite Murder presents.
There we go.
Do it. That's us. That's on us. Allegendly podcast presents
Footprints in the Sound.
It'll be a full cast reenactment. It's going to be a radio podcast. The sound of breaking twigs.
Just like the only way you know they're pulling up foot. Oh my God, is that a foot?
The crabs took the rest.
That's super depressing, but, you know, terrifying and interesting. Like, I have a very mixed emotion.
I had a sneaking suspicion that it was going to be wrong because Washington was just the number one, baby.
This is turning into like a fact-based podcast of why not to live in Alaska. Yeah, the trees are nice, but, you know, you are going to say hello one day to a serial killer. Whether you get killed is, you know.
Or a serial killer bear, yeah.
Yeah, or fucking, yeah, a man-eating bear. All right, well, let's jump to fact number 3 and hope that there's something here redeeming about Alaska. You know, something.
The sunsets are gorgeous.
Maybe there would be more serial killers if the sunsets weren't as good.
Right.
All right, let's see. Fact number 3. There is a town in Alaska where nearly all of its 300 residents live under the same roof.
It's a big house.
That is or really, really depressingly small house.
Yeah, it could be Dickensian, yeah.
Yeah, this could be a super fucking interesting, you know, mega mansion kind of situation, like a lodge, right? Like this huge lodge that's really cool, or really depressing. They live in a shanty, that just is big enough for 300 people.
Oh, it might be weird if they are playing around with what residents mean. Maybe it's a ski lodge, so they're only residents for part of the year, and it's just like 300 employees.
You know what? That sounds plausible, right? Because it says 300 residents live under the same roof. Maybe it is like a lodge, once a year. I mean, a ski lodge for 300 people, that's not unheard of.
Right, yeah, it's like a big ski lodge like out of Denali or something like that, like 300 staff. Yeah, I bet you technically could live there long enough to become a resident of a state.
I think there is something plausibly here.
It's either that or a workhouse or a weird cult.
Yeah. The Alaskan cult, they worship bears. They're the ones that are sending the feet to the sound.
It's all the Deadliest Catch guys.
Oh God!
Feeding people to the crabs. It's the sacrifice they have to pay for taking crabs from the sea.
I think that's plausible or a really depressing story. One or the other. I'm going to go true.
Yeah, it's going to go either way, or it's false.
We're just depressed now because we're like, well, Alaska kind of sucks.
Yeah, we're really ragging on it. But...
All right, well, let's see, dude. I'm going to go true. You going true?
Yeah, I'll go true. I think it's a ski lodge.
All right, let's see it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bam! It is true. All right, here we go. Whittier, a tiny port town southeast of Anchorage, Alaska, has 0 single-family homes or traditional homes. The vast majority of the residents live in one 14-story apartment complex that looks like Phoenix Best Western, which has all the necessary services in-house, such as a post office, laundry, shops, and a small health center. There's a creepy abandoned building that one website said was haunted, and another said it was inhabited by bears.
Yes!
The only road in is a 3-mile one-way tunnel through a mountain that switches direction every half hour to either let people in or out of town. There's also an underground walking tunnel so kids can get from the apartments to the school. Why not traditional housing? Simply, it's really fucking cold outside in the winter, so this setup is just easier. One resident is quoted as saying some people love it because it can be really social, and some people love it because it can be reclusive. They have fared okay with the pandemic, at least pre-Omicron. They have the same personality conflicts and debates the rest of the nation is experiencing, but rigorous testing and strong sense of community is, so far, keeping everybody healthy and civil.
Weird, dude. That's such wow. Okay. Yeah, that's going on my nope list for the tunnel entrance alone. But, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, it switches. And then fucking you got haunted bears in an adjacent building.
And then, just basically you live in an apartment shaped bunker. Cool.
If they found a way to live in this, the end times is going to hit them last.
I wonder what the job market is there. Is there just do they all work at the same mine?
Exactly. No, how do you prevent people from just saying, well, we're not part of the United States anymore, being that small of a community and that reclusive? Would you travel there and then you're just dollars don't work here. Well, we work off Canucks. And you're like, what the fuck is a Canuck? What? What's a bingle?
They have haunted bear pelts.
Yeah.
That's their currency.
Yes. That yeah, okay, there you go. The pelt itself is the most valuable part, but then you get teeth, you can trade with claws. Fuck, dude. You go into the richest guy in the apartment, his whole apartment is just lavishly bear pelt.
It's just the school is just an academy training people to be haunted bear killers.
Holy shit, dude. Fuck. Yeah, god damn. Whittier. That's what this tiny port... Oh, it's a port town.
Oh, so I forgot about this. So they probably all work at the port.
So it probably is Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, it probably is.
Fuck. Well, there you go. Best Western, their apartment-esque like housing is just a better situation for 300 people that live in this tiny port town.
I can only imagine just you would know everybody way too well.
Dude, exactly. Fuck. Well, okay, there you go, Joe. So it is true. See, that was weird. It's like a weird middle ground. It was neither depressing nor, ski resort. It was like comfortably in the middle.
Right? Yeah. It was like, no, like 300 people have just decided to live like this of their own free will and seem to be doing just fine.
Well, we did it. I'm going to mark this down. I liked this fact because it wasn't sad. And I liked it.
Yeah, we were real starting to teeter there with the serial killers.
Oh, wait, there's an additional fact. They're also all serial killers. Well, there you go.
Oh, this is where they all live.
Yeah.
To escape from the bears, their sworn enemy.
Their sworn enemy. No, these are the people that found that balance between bears and humans, right? They forged the treaty. They don't mess with them in their haunted bear building, and the bears don't mess with them.
They must remain in Whittier to make sure that the seals of the treaty are never broken.
Yes. And then there's like one outsider that gets in and like breaks the seal, and it's like the bears have been awakened. Yeah, the Pisley that's with McConaughey is just like, oh, I gotta go. He's like, all right, have a safe trip.
He says, I'll be the last human you kill. Well, that's nice of you, man.
Yeah, I'll be here.
You're welcome for the tacos.
Oh fuck! Well, there you go, dude. We're up to 3. We're 2 for 1, or we're 2 for 3 right now.
Hey, and we have a making of another great story.
Oh, dude, it's slowly being forged right now. Like,
fucking thank you, Alaska. Your weather sounds awful, but content wise, mwah.
All right, dude. Let's jump to 4. Are you ready? Fact number 4. In Southeast Alaska, a legendary creature exists that they call Kushtaka, a cute, furry, otter-like creature that shapeshifts into a friend or a relative, lures you deep into the woods, and then tears you into pieces. Fuck! I got whiplash on how hard that story turned around.
Me and all my other fellow lore listeners are like, what episode was this? I'm trying to remember, was this a thing? It sounds like a thing. Right? Like, I'm Aaron Mankey. And welcome to lore.
A cute, furry-like otter that shapeshifts into a friend or... Yeah, you know what, though? Like, skinwalkers, at least, I've heard stories about them shapeshifting. So there's, lore about other entities that can shapeshift, right? And turn into something like a friend or a relative, or, that seems to be the go-to play for entities that just want to destroy you,
Right. They lure you in by your weakness. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just if your mom's outside, it's like, hey, Joe, can you come help me? I just fallen over.
Nope. Wrong dude. That Kushtaka is going home empty fucking handed today.
Your mom's just sitting. Hey, Joe, can you help me out?
It's like, I'm not a spirit. It's the real one. Get the fuck out of here, Kushtaka. They ain't getting me today. Wrong move. Should have put out a fish fucking taco.
It's just you're by your window, and she's like, help. And you're just flip the bird. You're like, fuck you. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, okay, so let's mark Joe down on the people that Kushtaka is not.
I love you, Mom. Not that much.
Mom, I don't know if you're a Kushtaka or not. I can't go out there.
I'm not risking it.
Yeah, dude. Okay, well, you are not on their list of people to fuck with then.
No, they're like, clearly this dude is with the haunted bears. He knows what's up. This man's been to Whittier. He's seen shit.
Yeah, see, like, I'd be such an easy prey. All you have to do is, like, transform into, like, a burrito. And I'm like, sweet! And I just, like, run outside and I'd get destroyed.
I didn't even have to change into a person he loved.
Yeah, like, I just had to change into something he loved. I'm just like, get out of my way! I push my mom out of the way for the burrito. Kushtaka, dude. I feel like this is so fucking true. It better be true.
I have nothing to go. Like, I've heard enough stories of similar things, and I don't have any knowledge to say it's not true.
All right, well, let's fucking do it. True. I'm going true. Cute, furry-like otter creature that shapeshifts in front of a relative and then rips you to pieces. I'm going true. You down with that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. We're finding out if the Kushtaka is real. 3, 2, 1. Bam. It is true. There is an area known as the Alaskan Triangle where people and planes have been known to go missing, similar to the Bermuda Triangle. The legend of the otter-like shape-shifting Kushtaka, pronounced Kushdaka, so Kushdaka, not with the hard T with the D, is one told by locals as one possible explanation for the disappearances in the region. From the website onlyinyourstate.com. This is a quote. The very cuteness of otters is what makes the Kushtaka so dangerous because we're so drawn to their playful nature. It's easy to miss the fact that these shapeshifters really want to consume your souls and condemn us to spend eternity wandering the frozen tundra. And so the author said, there's no good pictures or drawings of the Kushtaka because there is no way to make an otter look even remotely like a scary monster. In fact, looking up pictures ruined this entire fact for me. It's just a lot of deviant art inspired super buff otters. Honestly, expected better cryptids from our nation's most vast and untamed wilderness. Do better, Alaska. So, and she included a picture of a super buff, like, otter that looks just like, how do you make an otter, like, malevolent?
Watch them eat anything. Like, oh, you think they're cute? No, these things are fucking monsters.
But they just bash it on their bellies. Like, there's like,
like they will drown things with their little fucking mitts. They're fucking mean.
So they're like, they're kind of like water raccoons. Like raccoons will do that too.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't go fucking around with no otter.
Especially a man-sized otter.
Yeah. It's if a man-sized otter wasn't weird enough.
Nope. Now it has to turn into something else. Like, okay, let me ask you this, dude. So you're sitting at home, right? You're just chilling, reading a book, listening to a podcast, whatever. And then you look outside and you see just like a man-sized otter. Like straight up, buff otter man. Like, I would honestly just go outside to figure out what the fuck is going on, right? Like, that's it? Like, am I losing my mind? Did I get transported into, Lord of the Rings? Am I in Narnia? Like, and fucking he would probably, fucking slaughter me, but I would want to figure that out. Like, just being a man-sized humanoid otter is something I just want to investigate a little further, but I think that's the whole point, right? Like, I'd go outside and be like, what's up, otter man? And he just, like, swipe.
Yep, nope, he would get the blinds closed on him.
I don't even think, dude, I just imagine you wouldn't even blink. Like, you just look outside.
I would literally go, not my problem. Like,
is this just another thing? Like, you're like, only in Seattle. Like,
yeah, like, whatever. Like, oh, is the furry convention in town? All right.
Yeah, it's not even the weirdest thing you've seen today. Like,
not even close.
Like, go home, Kushtaka. Go home.
Hey, I told you, it's not my thing.
Your jam.
No soliciting, bud. I don't know what you're selling. I don't want it.
Yep.
Get out of here. Oh, shit, are those some... Oh, fuck. Girl Scout cookies? All right, now we can talk. Why didn't you say so?
Yeah, see, there's so many different things. Like, yeah, they transform to somebody selling, like, you know, what is it? The Samoas or whatever. Maybe tagalongs, you know?
I'm all about them lemon cookies.
Yeah, dude. That's what they got to do. That's what I'm saying. Like a burrito, you know, like
yeah.
They just transform to somebody that's just like, hey, there's free Girl Scout cookies over here. Or, hey, man, there's, you know, Matthew McConaughey. Okay, there you go. There you go, Joe. They wouldn't have got you for your mom. But, dude, if they transform into McConaughey and just, like, chilled out in the bush, like, hey, I got some tacos on this picnic blanket in the woods.
I'd be there. They got me. They got me.
You're like, okay, look, let's weigh the risks and benefits here. You know, it could be a Kushtaka, in which case I'm dead. But if I don't go out and Matthew McConaughey's really there, I would wish I'm dead because I missed out on that opportunity.
See, yeah. My heartstrings, I can tuck those neatly away. my fascination with the just the entity that is McConaughey, fuck, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to ignore.
I mean, you'd even go out for Rooster. You know what I mean? Like,
I would 100% try to get to know the lesser McConaughey.
like Kushtaka rolls up into like an arrow stream dressed as Rooster. You're like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be at a convenient time. I'd be like, I'm actually already cooking dinner.
Yeah,
I'll come back tomorrow. But I mean, I'll chisel out some time for you.
God damn it. Okay. Well, there you go. Now we have to worry about Kushtakas, grizzly bears, and serial killers. Fuck. I mean, the only fun fact, or the only like happy fact right now is there's 300 people living under the same roof. I don't know. Do we have a litmus test? Are they bears, serial killers, and Kushtakas? That's the 300 entities that live in in Whittier.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about anything, Alex, because I'm never setting foot in Alaska.
All right, dude, here we go. We got the fact number 5. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, fact number 5. John Carpenter's 1982 classic, The Thing, was shot primarily in Alaska in the winter with a thick blanket of snow for maximum authenticity. It was so cold the camera lens froze and broke, and the interior shots weren't much warmer for the crew. The buildings could not be heated above freezing, or else it would melt the snow on the roof and ruin the exterior shots.
They really there's only a few scenes where it's like, oh yeah, like that's really outside. It's like the beginning when the helicopter flies in, and then like the ending when they're sitting out in the cold. Like, I don't know, like the interiors could have been done somewhere else.
No, yeah, the interiors could be like on a set in LA, right? But they had a decent amount of exterior shots that they probably could have done on set, right? But there is a decent amount of them running between buildings, right? Like, remember Kurt Russell gets outside, and then remember the scene where they have the one dude is like half transforming, and they scorched him outside. Like there's a decent amount of running in between, but like, the only shot that I can think of, like even when they're going to the other outpost, right? The Scandinavian or the Swedish outpost or whatever it was, Russian or they that or Norwegian, I can't remember, but exterior shots too.
Yeah, no, it definitely. And I mean, I'd imagine that Alaska doesn't get a lot of film crews, so I can't talk. You know, for tax reasons, it was probably fairly cheap to shoot there, so I can imagine. I can see John Carpenter fucking with people.
I feel like, but the Thing has so many of those big shots. Where would you shoot that? Like Wisconsin, maybe? I mean, those are two scenic shots to not shoot somewhere really cold with vast amounts of like snow, just like fresh snow. But then again, yeah, the rest of the stuff could have been. The insides definitely could have been like seen in a thing in LA. Yeah,
the inside stuff is what's kind of throwing me off, because it's you could shoot all your exterior stuff and then shoot all your interior stuff. So this idea that you couldn't heat it up above freezing, that's where I'm like, no, you totally could. You could just shoot your exteriors first.
See, I believe the cold camera lens, though. I do believe that. That's something that sounds like, because it was the 80s. I think they were still shooting on film, right?
Yeah. People were shooting on film basically up till like the mid 2000s. Unless you're Tom Cruise and you're still doing it.
Yeah. But so I could definitely see there being a litany of problems, right? You're shooting on film, the film freezes because the film has to move, right? If that film freezes, it breaks, it snaps, you're fucking hosed, right? So I could see there being a shitload of problems with filming in super cold weather. But then again, they had to get those shots somehow, and I think that looked pretty snow-like, but I could be way wrong.
I mean, it's the thing is there's definitely cold breath, and that would be the thing that would be the hardest thing to replicate back then. You couldn't put that back in post,
Yeah.
So I imagine all the exterior stuff is true. It's the interior stuff that's throwing me. Because I'm like, no, you 100% could have done that on a set with no reason to freeze your ass off.
See, this is 1982, right? They're exploring new space with camera shots and all that. I would not be surprised if they were just they weighed the cost, benefit analysis, and they thought, let's film the whole thing on site. That would not surprise me. You know what I mean? If this was in 2010, or if you were the remake of the thing, or not the remake, but I guess the prequel of the thing, right? I would be surprised then. If they're like, nope, we got to be in Anchorage, right? Or we have to be in Alaska. Right. That would surprise me a little bit. They can do a lot, they can get all their B-roll out of the way. They can send one dude up to shoot all the B-roll shots, get somebody in a snow tractor and all that, and then shoot the rest of it in LA. But 1982, man, it had to be. It feels like they just weighed it and they're like, yep, let's build a small set and fucking let's roll. But I don't know what you know a lot more about film than I do.
Because I 100% believe they actually set that thing on fucking fire. So I mean it's really just the interior stuff that's throwing me. But then again, if they spent all that money to build a set out in the middle of Alaska to just set it on fire, I can imagine they helicoptered people in every day to just shoot a movie.
I mean, they had some spare helicopters, but they blew one up, remember? So
yeah. And I'd imagine Alaska would be cool with that, of just let's fucking blow it up.
What if that was their one helicopter?
They blew up the wrong one.
John Carpenter is just great shot, everybody. We did it. Let's cut that. That's going in the movie. Where's our other helicopter?
Oh, shit. That was the one we were supposed to blow up.
They're like, okay, Kurt Russell, fly us back to home base. He's like, I'm not a pilot.
You joke, but Kurt Russell he's an actual pilot.
No way, really?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, next you're going to tell me he's actually captain of a boat.
Probably. He also only has one real eye.
Did he save a bunch of people? I don't know what's in San Francisco. When he was in Big Trouble in Little China? Is that just his life? He's a truck driver. Are all of Kurt Russell's movies just fucking one long canon timeline of his life?
I wouldn't put it past it, because if you ask him, he says he's I'm an act, my career is an actor, but as a person I'm a pilot. That's how he identifies himself.
I'm waiting for him to there's gonna be an interview and he's like, look, I'm an actor by trade, but who I am in my soul, well, I'm a celestial. He's like, I've traveled to many different planets to find a offspring, and I just found, acting to be pretty fun for now.
You know what? It's not that bad. Yeah, I'll go true, because I can believe all the exterior stuff. So I'll go with true.
See, I'm with you too. It wouldn't surprise me though, right? If they shot everything in a stage, but it's the 80s, right? They're trying more to be accurate. You know what I mean? I feel like there was a lot of experimental things in the 80s.
This is when John Carpenter's like hitting his stride. After Halloween and then Escape from New York, this is like the thing, like you can really say like he got a budget for that movie.
Remember the fact in the Halloween episode? Was that true? I can't remember the fact where we talked about the leaves. Remember in Halloween?
Yeah, because they shot it during like the summer, so they had to paint all those leaves.
Yeah, that was true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's willing to go that extra distance to shoot, but see, why not shoot in the fall?
That's true.
Right? But he wanted to make it authentic, right? So they painted fucking leaves to make them look authentic. So I would not be surprised if this is true.
Yeah, like the more I talk about it, I'm like, yeah, like it seems like something that they would pull off.
All right, well, let's fucking do it. We're going true?
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, bam. It is true.
Holy cow.
Okay, much of The Thing was shot in Juneau, Alaska. I could have butchered that, but I'm sorry.
You mean is that Juno?
Sorry, I speak American, Joe. I'm sorry.
I believe Juneau, Alaska is spelled differently than Juno the movie.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so but this was a risky, expensive venture at the time, especially for a horror movie. Shooting took 3 weeks and was treacherous. Heavy snow made filming impossible for days, and at one point, a bus full of crew members heading to the set slid off the road and almost tumbled down a 500-foot embankment.
Holy shit.
The camera situation was terrible. The extreme cold would freeze and break the lenses, but bringing them inside where it was warmer would cause them to fog up and take hours to clear.
Oh my God.
Dude, here it is. Keith David, who played Childs, broke his hand in a car accident a day before the shooting. And it was so badly swollen, they made him immediately go to the hospital, where they were able to work around his injury by painting a leather glove to look like his complexion, and omitting his left hand from the entire first half of the film. Wow.
Dude.
I got to go back and watch that movie. So Keith David broke his hand during the first half of the movie.
If this movie came out today, every actor would get a fucking Academy Award.
Fuck. And apparently, Kurt Russell could have flown Keith David to the hospital.
He probably did.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, jump in my chopper. Fuck, dude. Okay, well, there you go. We nailed that one. Dude, we did fucking insanely good this week.
Dude, yeah, what was that, 4 out of 5?
That's 4 out of 5.
Feels good.
We have bonus stuff.
Let's do it.
Are you ready for the bonus?
I fucking am.
Okay, optional bonus. +1, anytime either of you invoke Joe's never bent against nature rule in sussing these out.
I didn't bend against nature.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we said something about that with the bear. That's the one we got wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I betted on nature, and nature fucking said, "Oh yeah, hold my fucking drink, bro."
Yeah, hold my beer, and they just fucking wrecked it. Okay, well, I mean, if that bonus stands, we got 5 out of 5, dude.
Yeah. I mean, does it count if we got the question wrong?
No, it just says a bonus. +1 for a bonus every time we invoke never been against nature. So
technically, I never said bet it. Like I didn't word it like that.
Okay, well, since we did so well this week, we'll hold off on the bonus.
Right? Yeah. If we were behind on points, I would give that to us.
Yeah, like if we didn't have enough to look like competent adults, then yes, I would take that. I'd be like, no, it's our point.
And there you have it, listeners. That was this week's Allegendly podcast, where we may or may not have learned something about Alaska. Follow us on Twitter, because we got that rolling now at Allegendly. If you have any topics that you want us to talk about, or you have a story for us that will blow our minds, send it to our producer at allegendly.podcast@gmail.com. Find us on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you find fine podcasting. And as always, stay the fuck away from polar bears.
Kushtaka you around.
Thanks again for listening to Comedy by Indie Drop-In. If you would like your show featured, reach out to us at Indie Drop-In on all social media or go to indiedropin.com. See you next time.